Hi everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. So I wanted to do a video on how I cleared up my skin. I don't remember the exact time frame, but I had acne, or was it acne? Well, yeah, there was like pimples and acne, and a lot of girls are like afraid or ashamed or embarrassed to talk about it, but I think about it and everyone has kind of gone through this. If you haven't gone through severe acne, you've had it at one point, and if you haven't had it, that's just your genes. But a lot of us have gone through acne and blemishes. It's completely normal, so I don't have any shame about talking about how I used to have any. So yeah, I had acne, but you know, it wasn't on my cheeks, it was on my forehead mainly, and it's cleared up immensely. And I wanted to share how that journey started for me, because I personally felt like it was impossible to clear up my forehead and to get it clear. I'm like, this is just impossible. I've tried every product, I've tried everything, I've tried de-stressing, and it's like everyone's getting their face clear except for me. And you know, when I started to make YouTube videos in the beauty category, it got more serious for me, because I was like, I do not want to be on here making videos on beauty and I can't have my face the way that I want it. So that pushed me to dig deeper and to really find a solution for my acne and what was going on. Like I said, I didn't have problems on my cheeks or anything like that. It was mainly my forehead, and it was literally like a new breakout every single day. And if it wasn't a new breakout, then you know, it was like the scarring started happening. And the scarring is the worst part, because even when you clear up, the scarring's still there, and then it still needs time to fade. And now I realized it's such a miracle, because you know, more than pimples, my main issue was that my scarring was still there, leaving dark marks on my forehead that just weren't cute. And I was just like, how am I going to lighten this up? So I'm going to share with you every single thing that I did in my journey. And this started 4 or 5 months ago. You know, my first video, or you can probably see how my skin has changed since then. And I've never thought that I'd be the person to have clear skin, but it can happen for anyone. So what happened was, I watched a Tenny Pennison video, and her video was on how to get clear skin. And at that time I didn't have clear skin, and I was still aiming for better skin. And she said she remembered that she stopped juicing, and when she was juicing green vegetables, that it really cleared up her skin. So, and I remembered, I'm like, oh yeah, like that makes a lot of sense. So I started juicing, and the first things that I bought was kale and spinach, and then I added a little bit of apple in there to make it sweeter, so that I wasn't just drinking something that didn't taste good at all. And I started doing that once a day, and that really helped. Also, another YouTube user, Lovable Via, I went to her page, and I remember her mentioning, you know, it's really about being clean too, so changing your pillowcases. And I was already doing stuff like that, but I just increased with better hygiene. And that's when I was looking to get my skin clear, but that didn't help as much as the juicing did. So it was the juicing. I started juicing greens, you know, so don't just start juicing like oranges and apples, and you need to juice greens. Like greens really help clear up your skin. And drinking water, so it's not just drinking water, but you definitely need to intake greens. So I was juicing greens each day. I would make sure that I was drinking enough water. I would make sure that my pillowcases and my sheets were being changed, and like more often. Like I literally have it on my calendar, okay, like, you know, once a week I'm gonna do this and this and this, because getting lazy, you can really forget and lose track of how much you're washing your blankets and sheets and things like that. So that's another thing. Also, I try to touch my face less. If you're touching your face a lot, it's because your face is irritated in some way or another. So I realized that I was going to come up with a cleanse that really took away the itch and cleaned my skin, so that I didn't have the need to touch it all the time. So I eliminated touching my skin a lot, because my skin became healthier and cleaner, and I didn't need to touch it. It wasn't irritated, so I didn't need to touch my skin at all, other than when I was washing it. And when you do have the need to touch your skin, make sure that you wash your hands before you touch your skin, because there's a lot of bacteria hidden in your hands, your fingers, and especially under your fingernails, that are very transferable when you touch your skin. So my mom came to me, and she had made up a wash that really worked and she said that God gave her the idea for the wash, and it really changed my life. Along with the juicing, those were the two things that changed the life of my skin. So let me show you. It's not the cutest thing ever, but this is the little container that I keep it in. This is baking soda, and it says Nigel's Teeth, Lemon, and BS, and baking soda. Because I used it to, you know, on my toothbrush to brush my teeth, but then I kind of changed it and I started using it for my skin. So anyway, yeah, I just marked it because I share a bathroom with my sisters. And this is how it looks. This is baking soda. I'm sure you know how baking soda looks, but if you don't, here it is. So I just take a cotton ball, and the first thing I would do is I would take my oil. I got a little container, and it's at the bottom. I have to fill it up, but I got a little container and filled it up with my favorite oil. And at the time I was just using olive oil, and this is olive oil mixed with vitamin E. So the first time that I started doing this, I was only using olive oil, and what I would do was, you know, every single night before I went to bed, I would wash my skin with hot water, and then I would put some of this olive oil onto this cotton ball and make sure that it got all over my face. And then I would take a hot cloth and make sure your cloths are clean, because if you're using the same washcloth every day and it's not clean, you're just spreading bacteria all over your face. So I would, after putting this oil on my face, I would take a washcloth. I'd rinse it extremely hot, because I can take piping hot, and then I'd rinse it off and put it over my face and just let it steam my face with the oil still on there, not wiping it off. And so, you know, after a minute or something, I just take the cloth off, and then I would take some of this baking soda. I would dip another cotton ball in a little bit of water, and then dip it in here in my baking soda, and then I would slowly, like in circular motions, exfoliate my skin. And one thing that you want to make sure that you're doing when you do this cleanse is not, like, don't over scrub your face. Don't be harsh because you're desperate to get dark marks off and pimples off, because if you do it hard, your pimples are gonna burst. And if you do it, like, honestly, I know it sounds kind of like weird, but you need to show your face love. Like, don't punish it for not being clear enough. And that's something that I had to learn, was don't scrub the crap out of your face because you feel like you need to get clear now. You need to be patient and loving with your skin, and when you exfoliate, make sure that you're doing it soft. Like, soft has a greater impact than doing it hard. It has a better impact. So after I would exfoliate with the cotton ball and do slow circular motions with this baking soda, then I would gently rinse it all off, either with water or with a washcloth. At the time I'd use a washcloth because I wanted to keep my fingers away from my face, and it was with warm water, and that helped me so much. Later on, like now, after I do that cleanse, which I don't have to do too often now that my skin's cleared up, but I would put some of my olive oil on to moisturize, just literally a little bit. Like, I'm telling you, less is more. So I'd put a little on, like, just, that's literally one dot. That's what you need. And then, like, you just do it like this, and then pat. Like, don't even rub, pat. And it really makes a big difference. Another thing that I've learned is when I'm drying my skin after washing it, is just to pat dry. Like, literally take a towel and just pat. Like, I know that it may feel a little wet, but just keep patting. Don't rub. Like, you have to be really loving and gentle with your skin, and everything in life takes time. So know that getting your skin clear will take time, but as long as you're dedicated to getting your skin clear, no matter how long it'll take, you will have the clear skin, like, you know, sooner or later. So that's what I do with my skin. I make sure that I have great hygiene, that I keep up with my sheets and my pillowcases and everything. Keep my fingers clean after you're in the grocery store, or after you're, you know, in a store looking through clothes. Go wash your hands. Just get in the habit of keeping your hands clean. Also, you know, I do this wash every single night. In the morning, you can do it too. When I had severe acne, I would do it in the morning. Now that it's slowed down a lot, I don't do it in the morning. I just will wash my face gently. Actually, what I do now in the morning is I just take some of my oil and I just exfoliate my skin. And I know it sounds weird, because how do you exfoliate with oil? But I just massage my skin gently with some oil, and for some reason it's really been helping me. So that's what I do there. And just, you know, eating less oily foods and getting more, I think it's alkaline, getting your body more like having more alkaline in your body than acid. And that's what I do. Like, you know, lemons, the bitter fruits are really gonna help you start, you know, eating more bitter fruits and veggies and foods like lemon and stuff that is not really sweet, like grapefruit, stuff like that. I got this vitamin E from Dollar General just the other day, and it's also been helping me a lot. Like when you really want to show your skin some love, you know, exfoliating is great, but you know, you can really overdo it. So when you just want to start to just get that healthy glow in your skin and get your skin looking nice and pretty, especially after the acne's gone and you can kind of relax just a little bit, you're gonna want to start just massaging your face with oil and giving it that treatment. And after, okay, so what I do is like I'll massage my skin with some oil. It'll be olive oil, or it can be olive mixed with coconut oil, or it'll be olive mixed with almond oil. You know, those are just some of the combinations, or it'll just be olive oil. I just recently bought vitamin E oil, and I actually like to massage my lips with this just to get my lips soft and like pinker, less dark. So what I do is after I just massage my skin or my lips with oil, I'll just put on a boiling pot of water, and then I'll get a towel, and then when the water is done and the steam's coming up, just put my face over it and put a towel and just let the steam come in and do it like that. And that's a really, really great treatment for your face to keep it glowing and healthy and just to show it some love. So I'm trying to think if there's anything I missed. Baking, like I'll bring the baking soda and I'll exfoliate the edge of my hair as well, and it looks like I have a little bit of edges because I accidentally dyed it. But anyway, just clean the edges too when you start to exfoliate, because sometimes there's dirt coming from the edge of your hairline that, you know, can start to mess with your forehead and your face and stuff like that and bring dirt there. So that's all I do. All you really need to do is just use common sense with your face, and most importantly, be patient and like be loving with your skin. Don't exfoliate the crap out of your skin just because you're in a rush. Like, just be gentle, be patient, because like your change is gonna happen. The fact that you're seeking to get your skin clear is just proof in itself that you're gonna get your skin clear and everything's gonna be okay. So I would just suggest being patient, being slow, and being loving with your skin. Love, like every single thing in life is receptive to love. People are receptive to love. Animals are receptive to love. God is love. Everything's receptive to love. So if you're showing your skin the love and the care that it needs and deserves, like literally that's what's gonna make it your progress faster. So that's how I cleared up my skin, and that's how you guys can clear up yours. I hope these tips really helped you and that you enjoyed this video. And until next time, I see you in my next video. Bye guys.